You all are welcome to Flick Scores.
It's Flick Scores. It's Flick Scores.
And I'm back again, guys, with another banger. Yeah, if it's a banger, I don't know. Because to me, I feel a banger should be a movie that hits, man. And by the end of this movie, we'll know if it is actually a banger or a. So, guys, last week I actually gave you guys a spoiler for Fast X. And actually, yeah, Fast X and my review on Fast X, and it was a wonderful review. It was top notch. Now, so guys, I know we love war movies. I am actually a fan. In fact, myself, I'm not this kind of person. It's not like music. When someone says, "Okay, what genre do you like? Are you an Afrobeat? Are you Fuji? Are you R&B? Are you know me? Anything movie." But as long as it's not, I'm not trying to be sorry for one, but I'm just, Fisco is about opinions. I'm just, as long as it's not a Korean movie, I'm not interested, man. I know the ladies are going to come for me, but it's not my thing myself. But it's not like I can't watch it and review. Man, come on. If my fans and my subscribers tell me, man, you need to review a Korean movie for us, tell us your review on it. I would do it. I just don't like Asian movies, not just Korean. That's just how I feel. Yeah. So guys, basically I don't segregate or say I know they watch this type of movie. So there's some war movies that actually dropped this year. They are dropping. There are still more to come. And the movie that actually I'm going to be reviewing today is the movie I watched and I felt so, not just like the stunts were good, not just like the storyline was good. It touched me. Like there was so much emotions in this movie. So I'm going to go straight into it and tell you guys a bit about the movie. So I put down some things for you guys. So okay. Yeah, yeah. So during the war in Afghanistan, now the America had a presence in Afghanistan for so many years before they left. Do you get? So now, before the Taliban took up, so they were fighting these Talibans. Now, basically, they could not understand language. You get me? So they always had interpreters. Now they make a deal with these guys and be like, okay, so guy, man, if you're going to interpret for us, we're going to try and get your family out of the country, get them visas. We're going to, pay them also. So basically, this movie is about an interpreter who is actually an Afghanistan citizen, and he has a wife who's you know um, who was pregnant at the time. Do you understand? About to deliver, and his plan is just to get his family out of Afghanistan. So he's interpreting, and then he meets up with a sergeant, and he's included in a squad that is required. This squad is just required to go and find out places where the Taliban used to do businesses and all that, where they store weapons and everything. And this guy is so smart. Now, this movie, I've not even told you guys the name of the movie. The movie I'll be reviewing today is Guy Ritchie. Man, top notch, guys. I can't even say okay. I had faults in some parts. Yeah, it was not perfect. Like there's nothing that is actually perfect. But if you're talking about a movie that you should watch, especially a war movie, Guy Ritchie's The Covenant is exactly that kind of movie. I was actually supposed to review another war type, like war movie, but I'll be reviewing that next. After, just anticipate me reviewing Sisu. So I know most of you guys have seen Sisu and you guys have heard Sisu, oh Sisu, oh Sisu, yeah. So I'll be reviewing that next. So back to Guy Ritchie's The Covenant. Let me jump straight into the storyline. Like I already told you guys what's all about. Interpreter gets involved in with the U.S. Army, and then he actually has to take. He actually carried this injured sergeant through a very very tight terrain, past the Taliban's. Another person will just abandon the sergeant and just move on. But he actually had, what I loved about the movie is like he had this drive and focus to actually get his family out of the country. So he just wanted to do good. He just had to take this sergeant back. hoping that someday, he just had hopes. You understand me? And he was a very, in that movie, he showed us that he was a very technical man. I'm talking about Ahmed here, the interpreter. He was technical, he was very smart. So Guy Ritchie's The Covenant um was actually co-written, produced, directed by Guy Ritchie. So the storyline for the movie was absolutely cool to me. She didn't show us just the normal US Afghan war, something happened, Taliban kidnapped one person. No, no, no. This movie just showed us what a brother in arm actually means. And it wasn't like he was in the US army, he was just an interpreter. But he actually did everything to save and protect John Kinley. So I will be rating the storyline for this movie a solid 18. Like 18. So I'll be jumping into the cast and delivery now.
Six scores. Six scores.
So yeah, guy, cast and delivery. Sergeant John Kinley was actually Jake Gyllenhaal. We know him. He's a famous actor with nice blue eyes. That guy almost sometimes when I look at his eyes, I'll be like, oh, is this contact? But man, pretty eyes. God bless that man with. So, guys, Ahmed was actually portrayed by Dar Salim. He's actually an actor. We'll see him he's very popular with terrorist roles and all that. I think those are actually the two people I actually main characters in that movie. I know, yeah, there were some other characters involved, like John Kelly's superior in army, his friend also, the guy that is also family, that's also famous in Hollywood actually. So Guy Ritchie's Covenant, cast and delivery. Now I'll jump into those two. John Kinley, a sergeant, head of the squad, portrayed the role well. He was smart. He listened. A good leader listens. If it was someone else, he'd be like, "Why is this interpreter telling me what to do or not?" He was careful also while listening. He showed like, man, I just came to a country on a mission, and then you guys can see that we want to help you guys, oh, but these people were actually fighting are actually you guys. Like these people are actually fighting are actually Afghans. And then you now say you want to interpret for me, you want to help me catch my own people. So in a way, John Kinley was actually fully did not have trust in Ahmed. So he was skeptical about it. That was why he was always trying to understand why Ahmed was actually telling him this person is lying, this person is not lying. And finally, trust built, and Ahmed was the one who finally saved John Kinley. Kinley killed the role. If I was to rate the cast and delivery for Guy Ritchie's The Covenant, I would give it a solid 19 over 20. Like, no cap. He was the perfect person to use for. There are so many characters you can use for, yeah, a sergeant in the army. But we all know Jake. Man, come on. Killed it for me. So, yeah, guys, that's my review on cast and delivery. 19 over 20. So, let's go over to visuals.
Six scores. Six scores.
So, guys, going into the visuals straight up, cinematography for this movie was good. Nothing bad about the cinematography for this movie. My best scenes in this movie was actually this. You see, the scene of where Ahmed had to carry John Kinley. You see the scene of how he had to carry John Kinley throughout the desert and throughout that rough terrain. Man, that was my best scene. Like the cinematographer actually portrayed what it actually meant to be strong. Ahmed was strong. Like he did what nobody else would do. Honestly, I would think twice. Myself, I would think twice before helping out Sergeant John Kinley. Because man, it wasn't easy, man. This guy was actually putting his life at risk. Do you get me? And he wasn't sure of getting something in return. And he actually had to wait for some time before he got that in return. Do you get me? So the movie visuals for this movie was not bad. I didn't have any part in this movie where I felt like, what did they do? If you actually have a part in the movie, or when you watch Guy Ritchie's The Covenant, if you've not watched the movie, If you have a part where you feel like, man, it's not good, come to the comment section, talk. Let's talk about it. But this is my opinion on it. I don't have any part in the movie where I felt the visuals were blurry or the visuals were not on point. The sharpness, it wasn't giving us, visuals is not just all about we seeing something on camera. It's we believing. Yeah, acting has to go with you believing what you're actually seeing on camera. But camera also can make you believe the more because of how they portray things, the surroundings, everything. So visuals for this movie a solid 18. I'll go over two costume and makeup. So guys, without further ado, we go straight into the makeup and costume. And if we are to be honest with ourselves, there's no in any war movie. I think what is the costume else? Camouflage and also how it fits in. The costume for the movie was okay. I see Guy Ritchie is no issue. Costume for the movie was okay. Makeup, yeah, fine. What else do we want to see? The explosions, aftermath of explosions, and how it turned out, which was actually nice. John Kinley, how he was looking when he was beat, man, it was okay. Ahmed, everything about makeup and the costume for this movie was nice, but not like it was top notch. But yeah, I'll still put it in 17. Yeah, costume and makeup should be, yeah, 17. So that's good. So finally, guys, we remember what I used to review my movie, like the last guideline sound. And the sound for the movie was okay. God sounds were nice. I loved the sound of the AKs. It was real. It was like I was in the war scene. Just say I did my house. Well, it was like I was there and I felt it. And depending on whatever means you're using to watch the movie, you can have a different vibe if you're watching from your TV and the speakers, if you're watching with your earpods and your phone, you're watching, they are different in the theater. There's a different mood you get from the sound, but the sound overall was okay. I just wanted to see a popular song infused at the ending of a popular, like a very, very victory winning song at the end of the movie, like when they actually got their visas, him and his wife and his kid to leave to the United States, when John Kelly had to go back to actually get Ahmed out of the country and they had to face the Taliban. I don't want what I want to do in this movie channel is not just come and spoil the whole movie for you and then give you all the details. At least I've given you a summary and you understand how much this movie is wonderful to watch. So the sound for the movie, aside from what I said about wanting a song that was actually, when, for example, you do a movie and then you've been lost for a very long time, and then finally you go back with your family or something like that, and they're playing "I'm coming home, I'm coming." You get my vibe, man. People will be like, "Wow, okay, what's up?" So I felt these guys don't suffer, and finally their US visas and passports were in their hand. I wanted to see that. So I don't. You guys should just enter my world and understand what I'm talking about. Don't make me look stupid. So yeah, that's what I feel about the sound. So I would rate the sound also is 17. So yeah, let's jump into calculations.
Six scores.
Okay, guys, so jumping into the calculations and not wasting more time, I rated the storyline an 18. I went down to um, my cast and delivery and I gave that a 19 also. And then I went over to my visuals, I gave it an 18. And then costume and makeup 17, sound 17. So when I calculate all this together, it gives me 89 divided by 5, and I am back with a 17. Actually 17.8, but you know how we do the thing here? We clear out any points. Nothing concern me with points, man. So Guy Ritchie's The Covenant 17, which is actually not bad. Very good score. A movie I would recommend for everyone who has actually subscribed. And if you've not subscribed, please, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to Flick Scores now and also click on the notification buttons, like, comment, share. And please, guys, just spread the love. It's not going to even take you anything for you to just subscribe and engage with us on this journey My name still remains EK Banks, that original Igbo boy. And I'm here to give you guys, I'm here to serve you guys, man. Giving you my opinions on movies, ratings, and every single thing. So, guys, till we meet again, like I told you, I'm going to be reviewing Sisu. So, Sisu and one other movie that I will not tell you, but Sisu, obviously. Um, just sit back, anticipate my next video, click on the notification button, and there you go.